Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Give now to the running back. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It'll lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that makes it 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Throw here, 3rd down. The rookie from Wisconsin, complete. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll run here on 1st down. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Ready up.
So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. They'll run here following the penalty. They'll cobble together a yard there. Out by Foye Oluoku.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Jags expecting pass, going dime on this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it.
19-18.
From the red zone on 1st. Is it in close? And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting the offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
On red.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and the Jaguars have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Etienne again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Ball's backed up. Now they've got 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Back. Ready.
Back to throw. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They're drawn up forward. He's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down. On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punch it away. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Escapes the defender. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for LeQuint Allen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now off the play action. He lofts one deep, center of the field. It is caught at the 20. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it. Scripting
for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Looking inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards. Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Dive play straight ahead. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Steelers get another
those 6 to make this a 13-0 game. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Danny Gray to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Short pass brought in. He's got room to roam. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here comes the screen for ETN. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's the end of our opening quarter. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Throw left side, complete. He's forced that bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That play wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Keeps it on the option here. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down.
Hey, run!
Lawrence working from the gun. He finds his man over the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
All right, let's go.
They send a man in motion.
Here we go.
Here's ETN on first down. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He'll hang on to it on the second down option. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And this is going to end behind a line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
A 22-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Setting him on the dime. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Come on, set. 60.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Completes it to his back with Clint Allen. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Let's go. Check up.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Jair Alexander with the stop.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards. They just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Gets 16 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring the guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready.
On the handoff, Allen. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
They just could not even find a slip of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Dillon, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers ball racing them to the halftime locker room. A.J. Dillon, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 18. Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Lawrence to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Red, on red. Hey, Soko, Sahat.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
That one's complete over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, run!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to be drawn down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. We've set it down from the 37. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. In trouble now, and the ball is out. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Boswell on to send this away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey!
Here's ETN to begin the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 46. Now it's Lawrence. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
He keeps this one himself. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Hey, lock.
Now Lawrence. Got for big yards on the right side. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. He got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's second and 20. Lawrence looking to throw. Complete left-sided Thomas. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
We're at 23.
Running back sent in motion. Motioning him from the slot right. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Completes another one to Thomas. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
Little knocks it through. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll come out throwing. Hits him on the out route. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Looking to throw here. Lobs this deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So they're left with 4th down here. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
On red. On this side.
Pressure coming for Lawrence. Yeah, steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise? You deliver?
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Oh, boy, we've got to pause here because Trevor Lawrence, he was the one hurt on that play, and now he's in need of some attention from the medical staff. Not an enviable spot as they come up, third and long. Third and long for him here. Brought in right side. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. And that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end. Well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Forcing it up past the 30. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Now begin the drive with Dillon. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4. Now give left side. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means third down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here. Third down.
Here we go.
He's dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 6-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Pass play on first and 10. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Back to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. With third and 10 coming up, they felt comfortable going ahead and declining that penalty. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down.
Let's go.
Running it after the penalty. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate, and I got to judge that one. That tells me that that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
The Steelers set to punt it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He fields this at the 18. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Giving this to Hunter. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's complete inside the 35. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First and 10 at the
23.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Hey, attention, time.
Lawrence working from the gun. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover. And it's off the mark, the kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Gray now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10.
On the red. Done. Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He's trying to push the field. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Oh man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here he goes, third and long. Complete over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
There's a dive up the middle. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
Brings up third and 6.
throw. And he hauls in the interception. Foyer O'Rourke with the pick. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. It took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway. Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Hey, Lion.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
These are 24.
No throw. 3rd and long. Next on the crosser. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
1st and 10 at the
Red on red.
49-yard line.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Hey.
2nd down, Etienne gets it again. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Red.
Changing things up. They're going to throw him. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Easy. Ralph. Here we go.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they get this down to the 28.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Lawrence throwing here. He has it at the 5. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Rip, 23.
On the give, this is Hunter. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Patrick Queen and a pick it off. And the Steelers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They're drawing up for it. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Punt meets him at the 28. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can't get to win-win.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On red. Hey, center. Done. Here we go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense that's flying around and making the play.
Ooh, it would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to the air, Lawrence. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to send him up all the way down at that 7-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Cam Little now to try the JAX field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder.
24-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door, okay? It's already out of reach. Just take the three. Let your kicker get some points. Make it a hair closer in the box score.
And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.